welcome to Rudy's Movie Review, San Antonio's unofficial movie critic. And today, guys, this is a fun review because I feel good about this one. And let me explain. I'm going to be talking about Tomb Raider, the 2018 reboot of the Tomb Raider franchise, which originally started back in the old 2000s with Angelina Jolie. Now, those films, they were okay. I wasn't a big fan of them. I did play the games in the 90s. And to be honest, I didn't like them. They were difficult to maneuver. Lara Croft was kind of over-sexualized, which I know it was targeted for a certain audience, but I really didn't like it. So with this film, to be totally honest, I had no expectations for this film. You know, what has history told us? Most video game movie adaptations usually fall flat. And that's exactly what I was expecting. And boy, was I wrong. This could be one of the best video game movie adaptations I've ever seen. And let me go into detail why. But no way. Excuse me 1 second.
Rudy, this is Snake. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Snake.
What the hell? What do you mean this was the best video game movie adaptation you've seen? You've got some explaining to do.
Well, it's great to hear from you, Snake. Well, I was gonna start my review. You can hang out and listen and tell me what you think afterwards.
Sounds good. I think I'll stick around and see what you've got to say. Maybe you'll earn a sub after this.
Sounds good. Snake, if you don't mind me asking, why does it upset you that this could be the first and best video game movie adaptation?
If I like your review, I'll tell you. Now get started already!
Okay, no pressure, right? And why do I consider this one of the best video game movie adaptations? It's really 3 reasons. The first one being is our character. Alicia Vikander is amazing. She delivered a great performance that really anybody can relate to. Opposite of what we were introduced to back when Angelina Jolie played Lara Croft. Back in those earlier films, she was super confident, she was sexy, she knew what she was capable of doing. She was established already. Here, Lara Croft is just a young woman trying to find herself and be independent. She has fears, she has self-doubt. And what I love about that is we see her overcome those as the film progresses. She's a completely relatable character that anybody can, relate to, duh. And I love how she was portrayed. You grew with her in this film. The fear in her eyes, some of her first moments as Lara Croft, dangerous events, her first kill, her reaction after that. It really brings a sense of humility. And I don't want to go as far as saying realism, but it brings a sense of realism to the character. It's not like a cartoon-style 90s Matrix movie that we had back in the earlier Lara Croft movies. This is a completely relatable, realistic Lara Croft that audiences can love. That's the first reason. And the second reason, this movie's fun. I had a great time watching it. Now, I play games not a lot as much as I used to when I was younger, but Uncharted is one of my favorite games of all time, along with The Last of Us and the Resident Evil games back in the early 90s and such. And you know what I mean. But I love the Uncharted games, and there's a lot of similarities to the Uncharted franchise with this film. There's moments in the film where me and my daughter are like, yeah, that's awesome. That's just like Nathan Drake, and we're having a great time with the film. And even the puzzles, like I said, with any Uncharted or Lara Croft game, there's puzzles. And I do love the puzzles that were portrayed in the film. They were fun. You actually felt like it was a cutscene in the movie and you're watching a video game on the screen. They did a great job. And I think that's really the first time I've ever felt that way. We've had the Resident Evil movies and those really didn't work. They were fun to watch, but I never felt like I was playing the game. This, for the first time as a gamer watching a film, I felt I was watching a game and I was having a great time with it. And I don't want to go into spoilers, but there's some certain sequences at the end where she's trying to escape a tomb. That had me on the edge of my seat. I was like smiling. I'm like, this is so freaking cool. I'm having a great time watching this. And again, so did my daughter. We play those games all the time and we enjoyed it. It was a great video game adaptation for the movie screen. And third, it was a faithful representation of the 2013 remake. Now, that alone tells me the director loved the material and took great care in translating the medium on video game onto the movie. And you have to appreciate that. I consider this movie and Silent Hills the 2 best video game movie adaptations that we've had so far. Now, keep in mind, these are not going to win Oscars. This is not going to win Best Screenplay or anything like that. These are video game films, and you're going to have a great time watching it, especially if you're a gamer. If you love games and you know how the cutscenes come to play and games are now becoming more cinematic thanks to Naughty Dog, you're going to love this movie. I loved it. I had a great time watching it, and that's why I am giving Tomb Raider an 85 out of 100. Now let's see what Snake thought.
I don't know how to tell you this, but damn, your review sucked. I should have known better. You know what? I'm going to the PS review.
Wait,
You know what the hell
Snake.
I'm talking about.
Snake, hold on. Snake! Snake! What an asshole.